cleans with soap and water. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Kevin Thornton.
And I'm Mark Johnson. Welcome to Sports Rapp. Tonight our special guest is Debra Oltmanns. She is the sales representative for Scalah Manufacturing Company, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her product tonight, and we'll take some phone calls if people want to call in and ask a little bit about the product. I believe Kevin has something he'd like to say, though.
Yeah, this is two things. First, this is sports related, by the way. You guys will find that fishing, and second of all, Mark Johnson seems to be having a problem here. He seems to find it hard to find a date. So if there's any eligible women out there, 18 and over, that would like to date Mark, our number here is 397-5886.
This is the announcement you wanted to make?
Well, you told me to.
Oh yeah, right.
No, Mark didn't tell me to do that. I thought I'd help him out a little bit and do it for him. So.
Does this look like date wrap here or what?
Yeah.
No, this is sports wrap, man.
No, it's date wrap.
Leave it sports related, please.
Maybe that's another show we ought to start.
Ooh.
Date wrap.
We'll talk about that later. Anyway, put that out of the way. By the way, I understand that the Suns-Bulls game is in double overtime right now. I know my Suns are going to win this one. They're going to pull it out. I just know it.
I don't know. I predicted the Chicago Bulls to take it in 4 straight.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to do it. Yeah, they come in and they beat Chicago in the first 2 games, or beat the Phoenix in the first 2 games.
I'd like to see Chicago beat Chicago.
Yeah.
I bet they could.
I bet they could. Jordan against the rest of the team.
Jeez. Jordan had beat him.
Right.
Anyway, welcome to Debra Oltmanns. Let's talk a little bit about this. This is called Scalah, and it's a fish scaler. Let's see if we can get a close-up on this. I don't care which camera, it doesn't matter to me. We'll put it on the shoulders of our camera person on camera 2 tonight. Can we get a closer up view, or is that as close as we can get? Okay, anyway, it is a fish scaler, and we're going to talk to Debra a little bit about this. Who is the inventor of Scalah?
This product was invented by my grandfather, the late Harold Rushing, who was a longtime businessman of St. Helens and Coos County. He invented this product basically in his basement, and it has gone to where it is now. As you can tell, it's just basically, right now as you see it, it's a piece of plastic, but it's much more than that, and it really does work. Later we'll be showing you some footage of some video that was shot prior to my grandfather's death last October.
Okay, great. Obviously, we said it is a fish scaler. How does it work?
Well, what you do with the product is you have your fish in front of you, and you scale it from tail to head, which goes from the top or the end of the fish to the front. So it's a very easy tool to use, and if you throw it, it's not going to break. You can throw it overboard, it's going to float. You can do basically anything with it, and it's also very easy to maneuver, as it is able to take apart, and you can clean it very easily.
Okay, great. How long did it actually take him to invent this?
This product, basically from invention to when it was done, took about 1.5 years.
Okay. Now, who produces the actual product?
Well, the actual product is produced by Scalah Manufacturing Company, which is the St. Helens firm that is owned by our family. But the actual product is made in a variety of places. The plastic base, which is the actual product, this piece here, is made in Portland by a company called ABC Plastics. And the other piece, this foam rubber piece that is the handle grip, that the blue Rapp foam is made by a company in Pennsylvania. It's shipped to our Oregon home. And what actually happened, this is a kind of good story to bring in right now. 2 days prior to my grandfather's death, the actual product, or the foam pieces did come. So we were able, then we had to make a decision if we were going to go on with the product. And as you see now, we did make that decision to go ahead. The foam pieces, as you can tell, they're sliced out. They're carved for hand grips. And that is done by a company in Saint Helens, Riverside Industries. And it is through their generous help that we are able to do that. They also put a small pinhole in the bottom of the plastic piece so that you are able to, there's a more vacuum suctioned capacity in the two. And then they actually put the two pieces together.
Okay. Riverside Industries, is that where the mentally disabled, physically disabled people work?
That's correct. And another part of this, it's actually packaged again by ABC Industries in Portland, and then brought back to St. Helens by our company so it can be distributed.
Okay. Where obviously the fishing industry is your target market, but
That's correct.
okay. Well, I guess we answered that question.
but that can be for both sports fishermen or commercial fishermen, or even on touring boats that go out.
So where are you marketing it right now?
Well, we just got back from a trip on the coast, from all the way from Ilwaco, Washington to Southern Oregon.
Wow, so it's all over the place then.
Well, hopefully it will be.
At least
this is basically in Washington and Oregon right now. Or is it
well, it will actually, if we get a contract through England Marine to distribute the product for us, it will actually also be in Northern California.
Huh.
All right, very good.
Now, these can be used for lots of different fish, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Any fish like with scales.
Yeah. What we are mainly targeting is the salmon fishermen, but it can also be used for steelhead, trout, crappie, perch, and that sort of thing. There are many people in the Midwest that are also excited about the product, as their fish back there are also they're able to use them on their fish as well. I graduated 6 weeks ago from Phillips University in Enid, Oklahoma, and my marketing professor there was very excited about the product, and he himself wants to get some for his friends. And then my aunt who lives, both my aunts, one living in Colorado and the other in Oklahoma, are both very excited about the product as well.
Good. So
it'll actually be going national. And my father, who is a grocery store manager in Alaska, also purchased some for his store.
All right, so it's getting some nationwide attention here. I'm happy to see that. Nice small town company like.
What are these things selling for right now?
The price that's on them, you can buy them direct from the company for $5.95.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Great little device, comes in handy.
Very much so.
Slice fish real easily.
Slices, dices, no.
Yeah.
It's an infomercial. No.
Unfortunately, it doesn't do that, but it does scale fish very well.
Well, I bet it will dice, you know, if you can.
Oh, yeah.
Makes
Probably.
sense. Julienne Price. Sorry, I've been on this infomercial kick. I've been on this infomercial kick for a while, folks. I'm staying up late watching them a lot lately, so. 397-5886 is the number to call if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask Debra Oltmanns about La Scalah. Call in 397-5886. Like I say, call. If you have any questions. We've only got one phone line, so the number's easy to remember. So call in. Plus, we're talking any other sports you want to talk. There is no set question of the week this week. We decided
talking about anything and everything.
We'll talk about the Bulls-Suns matchup. Call in, let me know what the score is. If you're watching it, obviously I can't watch it. I'm on TV. So call in, let us know what the score is, or else we can get JJ.
Jordan reaches in, he pulls the ball back away from him, and initiates the contact.
We're going to score update. Oh,
Barkley's at the free throw line. We don't know what the score is. It's double overtime.
double over. What's the score?
He doesn't know.
Doesn't know.
Doesn't know.
Well, it surprised me if Suns come out on top.
I'm hoping for the Suns also.
Right.
Well, I would too, but I'm still betting on Chicago.
Well, yeah. It could,
Chicago for the win.
nah.
And I screwed up.
As usual. No. Anyway, JJ.
Yes,
Can you hear
sir.
me? Hello.
What?
Do we have that tape queued up?
We sure do.
Do we? Now might be a good time to watch that.
It's 113-110.
Suns?
Chicago.
Yes.
43 seconds to go in double
Come on,
overtime.
Charles, you can do it.
Okay, we have that tape queued up for you.
Okay. Are we going to take a look?
Deborah's gonna. There's no audio. Deborah's gonna have to do some commentary while it rolls. Okay.
Okay.
What's that?
Great.
Let's go ahead and watch this monitor right here.
Eventually.
Yeah. There we go.
This is a photo that was taken last August 20th. This is my younger brother, Daniel Oltmanns. He's scaling the fish, and you can tell in the picture that they are taking it off rather easily. It doesn't just take off the scales, but also the slime that are on the fish as well.
That's cool.
Yeah. Actually, it
What
was
kind
the
of-
18th there.
Yeah.
What kind of fish is that?
That's
Is
a
that,
salmon.
That's a salmon?
Yeah, it's a
That's kind of
steelhead.
hard to tell.
Yeah, it's a steelhead.
Steelhead.
That's great that it takes off the slime because, yeah, that's the main reason I'm not really much of a fisherman.
Right.
That's 'cause
But
I hate
this,
the
you
slime.
don't have to get your hands gooey. You just use it, and it goes right along.
That's great.
Now, they actually caught this fish?
Yes, this was an actual fish that was caught in the mouth of the Columbia River.
Excellent. That's a good sized fish.
Yeah, it was. They were real happy with it. And here they're rinsing off the fish. You have to rinse it off so it's able to be cleaned, but it does work very well. Later on in the video, there is a better showing close-up of what actually happens.
Boy, I bet you that hurts.
Only if
Well,
you're a fish.
one of the good things about this product is that it does not bruise the fish. I've been told by many fishermen who work with fish and in the canning industry that if you use a hose on the fish, it can bruise them. And that's something that the canneries will not accept. So that's something that you have to remember when you look at the product, because that's a very important piece of something to remember. Because, as I said, this is a completely patented product that will not, there's no one else. Here you can tell that they are getting a lot better cleaning action with the fish. But like I said, this is a patented product, so there's nothing else like it in the world. And we've had some trouble getting people to buy it because they're not sure about the product. They say, well, we've used a hose in the past, but that's not, just because in the past you've used a hose, that doesn't mean that you can't try something new, because this is a one-of-a-kind product. There is nothing else like it in the world.
Oh, what's that fish next to it? A trout?
I'm
It's
not
gotta be.
sure. I think it's another salmon.
It's an awful small one.
And then this arm and hand here is my uncle, Gene Rushing, and he's actually the hand that's on the packaging of our product. So,
Yeah, looks the same. Oh, sorry.
Same scales are still there? No.
yeah. But if anyone has any questions, I'll be happy to answer anything that you might want to ask us. And that's the end of our tape. That's just the...
Okay, great. Not a live demonstration, but I don't know if we would have wanted a live demonstration. This hot, stuffy
no,
studio. with fresh
Somebody
fish.
might think there was something fishy going on
Yeah,
here.
you just never know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yee. 397-5886 is the number to call if you've got any questions relating to this product or any other product we've been endorsing on this fine TV show. Coke,
No,
Pepsi.
we don't endorse anybody.
That's it. We don't endorse anything. Yeah. Anyway. Especially not Coke and Pepsi.
You better watch it. You know, we got Coke and Pepsi on the same show, but we don't endorse anything.
He endorses Pepsi and the Bulls. I endorse Coke and the Suns.
Yeah.
So.
Coke, Suns, losers. Yeah. So.
Hey,
I mean, Kevin, but I don't think so.
I do.
Right on.
They've been losers so far.
Well, unlike you, right?
Right. Unlike me.
Right. Anyway, we got some guys that just showed up in the studio here too.
Hey guys.
Come down to watch the show live. We don't get too many people doing that, but we do invite people to come down, watch the show here live. You know, we can't fit too many people in here, you know, fire codes and things like that, you know.
Yeah, body odors, things like that.
Yeah, if you do come down, please use deodorant beforehand. We'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, we refuse the right to...
Do that or we'll scale you.
Yeah.
One of the things that might be noted on this is that the name of Scalah was just not randomly picked. Actually, Harold did a lot of research on choosing the name, and it came from the Spanish heritage, not for any particular reason, but just because he thought that it might be a unique name and catch people's eyes.
Scalah. Isn't that the scalar?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, this guy knows his stuff.
Hey.
Yeah. He's done his
I know
homework.
my Spanish.
Unfortunately, I don't, but...
I don't either. I was lying.
You're lying through his teeth. Also, something new here. If you look behind us, we've got a backdrop now. It's kind of
Sports
neat.
wrap
I'd like to thank Todd Hilton for making that up for us.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Todd. Todd's running our graphics tonight. He's doing a great job, I know. At least
I
he
don't know,
better
we
be.
haven't seen anything.
Yeah, well, we
One
won't
of
be able
the
to see
things you might notice or note is that you can purchase the product either directly from Scalah Manufacturing Company, which is located in St. Helens, or from Payless drugstores in St. Helens, or River City Sporting Goods, also located in St. Helens. Or if you just, like I said, if you want to order one direct from the company, that's no problem.
Okay.
The actual...
Why don't we give the
Right.
address and phone
Okay,
number?
the address for Scalah is either P.O. Box 892 or 725 McBride Street, St. Helens, Oregon 97051. Or you can call 503-397-5254. You can leave a message or talk directly to my grandmother, Betty Rushing, or myself if we happen to be there.
Okay. Okay, anything else you want to talk about the product?
I can't think of anything right now, but if, like we said before, if you want to call us, that would be wonderful, because I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of questions.
Okay. Well, hopefully there's a lot of fishing-oriented people out there watching tonight. I don't know how many fishermen or fisher people or whatever you want to call them watch the show, but hopefully there's some people out there that have some questions about this, would like to get some answers, and Debra Oltmanns is the person to ask about that. So call in at 397-5886. I haven't heard that phone ring yet.
Watch it, my cousin might be watching again.
Okay.
Who's your cousin? Who cares?
Anyway, 397-5886. You know, this has been the first show in a long time. We haven't had a call within the first 20 minutes of the show.
I know. Where is everybody out there?
I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing. Now call at 397-5886. I'm not asking you anymore, folks. I'm telling you. Call in.
Yes, Mark is really desperate for a date.
This is my show. Oh, this is our show. Well, I am the producer.
Do any of our studio guests have any questions about the product for us?
You guys fish at all?
Yeah.
Do you? This might be a handy dandy little device for you guys then.
Here's the one that's out of the package if you wanted to see that one as well.
Well, here, let me take my microphone a little closer to these guys. And
Wait a minute.
we have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
you know why no one's watching you?
Because everybody's watching that double overtime crap
Triple.
on the Phoenix.
Triple overtime?
Yeah,
Triple.
Oh, man, what's the score?
114.
Oh, man. What a game.
Phoenix should have
It
waited.
just happens to be commercial right now. And you're closer to Channel 8 than
Yeah,
other channels.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there is no other channel other than Channel 9.
Hey, but hey, I like that fish scaling thing.
Yeah, well,
seems
how
pretty
many
cool.
are you going to order from us?
Not right now.
Not right now?
Nope.
Okay.
No, the thing works really handy.
This can also be a wonderful Father's Day gift as that is coming up next weekend.
That's right.
That's right. Fathers would love that. Keep their
Sure
hands.
would.
Yeah, my father's a big salmon fisherman, so that could be a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, we'll let you know. You know, you can call the station here too, and we've got we'll have the information here if you want to call here.
Already got the number.
Good man,
thanks.
good man. Anything else you want to say?
Nope, well, I'm with you. I want the Suns to win.
Right on.
Kevin, he can watch something else, I guess.
Right.
Oh, hey, come on, give me a break.
You don't deserve one. You're rooting.
Well,
for
you don't like
Well,
Clyde
you know,
either,
I don't
so
want
you
to.
ain't
I
no
don't want to
good.
root for a losing team, you know. So I think I'll go for the
Oh
Bulls.
yeah, the Suns are a losing team. I mean, hey, they
All right,
only have
Mark.
the best.
I'll be willing to make you a bet right now. It's triple overtime, tied 114. I'll bet you $1 that Chicago wins.
Like I got $1. I work auto parts, pal. Huh?
How about the loser has to do a dance?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would work.
Okay, well, I'm gone, man.
All
All
right.
right, hey,
take
thanks
care.
for calling, man. Okay. Let's,
What are we doing?
I'm going to come over here. I don't have a whole lot of microphone here.
You want my microphone?
Yeah. You have your microphone, man.
We're going to exchange microphones. Watch this. Do this tricky little move. It's like that.
We're going to go out into the studio audience now. Isn't this microphone? Yes.
Why did you just take them there?
Because this is my show. Because I like things done my way. Isn't that right, JJ? Oh, well. Anyway, we're going to come out here into the studio audience. We've never had an opportunity to do this. See if you guys have any questions for Debra Oltmanns about this brand new product on the market. You guys are fishermen, right?
Yep.
You guys like to fish. Okay. You got any questions about the product? You've seen it and you've had a chance to...
Do you want to take
Hold it
one
and-
more look at it?
Sure.
I think you better throw it. He may trip again.
Tripping, dude.
And like I said, I just pulled it apart, so
What's it
it
supposed to do? Take scales off?
Yeah.
takes
It,
scales
uh,
off the fish.
D-scales.
Say, run it up your arm, man. Watch it take off your hair.
Oh! Anyway,
It doubles as a leg shaver.
okay, we have a question.
It doesn't bruise the meat or anything?
No, it doesn't. And that's one of the points that is very important, because a lot of people do just use curry combs or straight water, and that can bruise the fish. I've talked to several of commercial fishermen, and that's one of the things that they noted about this product, is that other means of scaling fish can bruise it, but this won't.
Okay, so that's a step above the rest already. Any other questions?
Is it made here in St. Helens?
Yes, it is. This is a St. Helens product. It's Oregon made. Made in Oregon.
Have you considered selling this at the Made in Oregon shops?
Yes, we have, and at this time they're not buying for this season. Most of the big stores have already bought for this buying season, so it won't be until next year that we may possibly be able to get into those locations.
Okay,
Mark, we got a phone call.
I'm being told we do have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, Mark.
Mark. Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing, man?
Oh, just great. I was pretty impressed with that scaler.
That's a pretty impressive scaler.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I think it is.
like my hose has been bruising the fish too much, and that's just not good quality fish to sell. So
Okay. Yeah, this is a great product. It won't, like we've said here, it will not bruise the fish.
and the price is right. I mean,
The price. Hey,
you can't get any lower than that.
that's right. Hey, it's like we said, it's a great Father's Day present. Father's Day is coming up next Sunday. $5.95. $5.95.
Shoot.
You cannot beat the price, folks. I mean, this is not an infomercial, okay? This is still sports wrap, okay? Don't.
It's like, whip out the wallet and buy one now.
All
And
proceeds go to Channel 9. No.
Not at all.
Okay.
But this is not a profit. We're not in this for the profit. We're in it to recover the money that was spent on getting the product on the market.
Mark,
Yes, sir.
I thought you were dating Dana Olson.
Well, this is a sports show, so we won't
Well,
discuss
just
my
a little
private
off
life.
the
No,
track
we're not
for a
gonna.
second.
Hey, I already ragged on Kevin for bringing my private life into this, so we're not gonna. This is sports. It's a sports.
All
show,
right,
not
all right.
Is this Chris?
I'll drop it.
Is this Chris Couch? Is this Chris?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Chris. How's the going? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Really?
Why aren't you down here?
Yeah, come on down. Big old sports rap party, man.
Seriously?
Oh, over there, Dan. How's the ping pong going?
What's that?
How's the ping pong going?
Oh, I got third in the tournament yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
My backhand needs some work though, so.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of tournament you playing in?
A ping pong tournament.
No kidding. I mean, what kind of ping pong tournament? Where are you playing at?
In
and all that?
Vancouver?
Huh?
Vancouver?
Vancouver?
Yeah.
Professional ping pong here?
What's that?
Is this like professional ping pong?
No, it's amateur, but it's pretty rough stuff.
You get Channel 9 down there to cover some of this stuff here.
Yeah, no kidding. You guys should tell us about that.
Chris,
Oh,
do you know how Dustin Hall did in the soapbox derby last weekend?
what's that?
Do you know how Dustin Hall did in the soapbox derby last weekend?
He didn't do too well. I think he broke a wheel.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did I ever tell you about the time when my uncle was soapbox derby racing and he smashed right into the grandstands?
You never told me about that.
I'll have to tell you that story sometime, man.
All right.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna have to head back to my seat. Any more questions you guys want to ask? Sports related?
Yeah, can we start talking about some football?
Football.
Sure.
Football.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about football?
We have our
Any
Scalah
questions?
back.
Yeah, just wanted to.
Who's gonna win the Super Bowl this next year?
No, I'm talking high school. High school.
High school football?
High school.
Well, we can get into high school
Who's
football.
Who's gonna win the 3A championship this coming year?
St. Helens.
I think you're right.
Are you all three?
Defending
All three of you
champ.
guys gonna play? What positions?
I'm center.
Center?
Okay. What position?
Linebacker.
Linebacker. Okay. Yeah, he's got to look into the camera, man. I'm a receiver, man. So I'm a receiver.
Who's quarterback?
Ronnie Cordell.
Ronnie Cordell.
Ronnie
He's
Cordell.
He's a good backup this year.
Kind of appropriate. Keep running.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna head back to my seat now. Thanks for being on the camera here, guys.
No problem. Can I say one thing about football here before we go?
Go for it.
All
As
right.
long as it ain't bad.
It's
Right.
not bad.
All right.
Nothing bad about football.
No foul language.
Jared Salisbury, watch out, because I got your number, man. Coming right after you. Oh, that's too bad then, because I would have had to smash him.
See, he moved to Idaho because you were gonna smash him. See,
Right.
they left town.
Okay, anybody who plays football, watch out for number 61. That's all I'm saying.
You hear that, folks? This man is hot on your tail. All right, hey, I'm heading back to my chair here. Finish off the rest of this
Bunch
1
of
hour.
show-offs.
Yeah, I tell you, these guys are a bunch of hams.
That's right.
Bunch of hams.
Well, hey, what do you expect? There are future football stars
Oh,
there.
hey.
No tripping.
Should we switch back to
Yeah.
switch the microphones back here, Kev?
Why? Just clip that one on.
Because I'm about ready to trip over this.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you guys later. We gotta go pick up my little brother. He's fishing.
Well, you need to. You want to take one for him?
We'll scale it and bring it back.
We'll scale it and bring it back.
$5.95.
$5.95.
Ching.
Bring the fish in. Will you scale it for us?
Sure.
All right.
You bring it in tonight?
No problem. Yeah.
Before the show ends?
If he catches any, we'll bring it back.
Before the show ends?
No problem.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
When does it end? Bring it in.
All right, let's go.
We'll scale it.
For us. See you guys later.
No, I believe that's Kevin will scale it because I don't scale fish.
But with this product,
you know,
you
Debbie
can. It's
Debbie
no
here is
problem.
the scaler.
It's no problem
Actually-
to scale fish with this product because you don't have to get all slimy and gooey because you're not touching the product. This actually touches the product and you just go from tail to head.
Works great on pencils too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Work good as a comb.
I'm not too sure about that one.
I don't know. Look what it's done for my hair. Just kidding.
Ain't saying much.
Thank you. Hey, but at least I don't have any bad hair days anymore.
Mark, you are a bad hair day.
Thank you. But at least I don't have them.
397-5886.
That's the number to call. That's our only line. So call in, talk sports. I know you guys are interested in watching the Bulls and the Suns, but flip it over for the next half hour. Hey, we all know Phoenix is going to win it, so just turn it over to Sports Wrap. Watch us. Quit watching Magic Johnson. All these wieners.
Hold on. JJ, do we have a sports update? Hello, JJ.
JJ.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Before the show, I made a basket. Let me try again.
Commercial.
Commercial time.
And we'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Before the show, we did a shooting contest, and I was the only one out of the three of us that
I
made
missed
it.
that one big time.
Let me see. So we going to commercial or not, Jay?
No, they're on a commercial. Oh.
For three. We have a phone call. Hey, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, hey, the Phoenix Suns are up by 27 and Chicago's 120 with about 30
127, 120?
by 40
Yes.
seconds
Phoenix.
left.
How many minutes left?
About 40.
Ooh, 2 for 2.
Yeah,
4 minutes left?
40 seconds.
40
seconds.
seconds?
Well,
Oh.
they're
Sweet.
going to do it.
Sweetness.
Yeah, they'll make it this time.
Jordan sucks.
You got that. Phoenix will take
I'm
it.
not
I
a
know they
real
will.
Barkley fan either, but
I don't know. Barkley's been playing with a hurt elbow. Did you see him in game 2? Well, he came down hard on that
Yeah, he did.
right elbow.
I'll tell you what, that made my elbow
They were
hurt.
showing it here earlier. And man, his whole elbow from here down to about right here is just all swollen up. And he's had ice on it and all that. He's not playing too good. He was asked by one of the
Coaches?
sportscaster
Sportscasters.
people how he was feeling. He says, well, he's not shooting too good, but he's hanging in there.
Yeah.
Which goes to say he's probably in a little bit of pain, hurting the arm and all
Well.
that. About like me right now, I'm really hurting. I got real bad allergies right now.
But I think Phoenix will take it all the way. Chicago can't three-peat it. That's what I think.
no. This is the year of the underdog.
I disagree.
This is the year.
Okay,
If
see you
that
guys
were the
later.
case, the Blazers
Bye-bye.
would have won a long time ago.
That's true.
Jeez.
All right, hey,
Thanks.
thanks
Caller.
for calling.
397-5886 is our number.
We're
Call
here
us,
for
please.
We're here for about 20 more minutes. I know.
Hopefully-
there's a big game on tonight, but
Hopefully within the next 15 or 20 minutes, somebody's going to bring us in a fish that we can scale here.
yeah, that Kevin can
And,
scale because he
Mark's going to do the scaling
no,
for us.
No. Kevin was
Which
the one
Mark
that
is the scale.
Kevin opened his big mouth and said that we would do it, and I don't know who this we is. Now, I don't know. We means he. Oh, we have a phone call. Go ahead, caller. We'll discuss this later.
Hi, if Jordan sucks so bad, how come he's an NBA player?
Yeah.
If who what? Say again.
If Jordan,
Yeah.
if he sucks so bad, how come he plays in the NBA?
Yeah, I'm not. Okay.
That's an
let-
opinion
I think
statement.
you should reword the question like this.
No.
If he sucks, why is he getting paid so much money?
Okay. Let me rephrase what I said. Okay. What I meant to say is, okay, fine. He is the greatest NBA player of all time.
Yeah?
Okay, that's fine. But as a person, he sucks. He's too cocky. He's overrated.
Have you ever met him?
Huh?
Have you ever met him?
No.
Okay, then I don't think
I'll-
you should talk.
All you have to do is look at all these interviews or non-interviews that he hasn't been doing lately.
And
I mean,
besides, he's a lousy gambler.
he can't golf worth a dang. I mean, he lost $1 million golfing last
$1.4
year.
million.
Yeah,
One-
yeah.
Well, in your point of view, does Barkley suck since he spits on the crowd? I don't think he's a very nice person either.
I don't like him either.
I like Barkley because Barkley's an intimidator. He really is. Just like that commercial said, he's not a role model. He's not out there to make friends, not out there to make people happy. He's out there to
dunk a
win and do
basketball.
it the only way that he knows how.
That's
If that
right.
means being cocky, that means being cocky.
Well, I think Jordan is too.
I
That's what
agree with
Jordan
you,
is.
caller. I agree, but
Thank you very much.
I think that Jordan does have a good personality to be a basketball player, and that he is very strong, and he does have incredible shots that no other player in the NBA can make. I am for the Suns, but I feel that Jordan has it going on for himself.
Okay, thanks. That's all I had to say.
Okay, thanks for calling. See, that's the beauty of this show, You can disagree with us, and it doesn't bother us. I mean, hey, that's what we're here for. We're here for controversy. We love to stir up controversy, don't we, Kev?
Yes. Trey Drexler.
Wrong answer.
Trey Drexler. Phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Hey,
Hey.
the Suns
Hey.
won.
Say what?
The Suns won by 9.
Yes!
Yay!
Yes, they are back. They're going to kick some major butt.
No, they're not.
Yeah, Jordan needs to retire.
He said on his interview the other night that he was going to retire. He didn't say when, but he said sometime in the future that he was going to retire. It may be this season, it may be 3 seasons.
He wants 4 rings.
Huh?
He wants 4 rings.
He won't get them.
I don't know if they win this year. Then
They won't do it next year. If they do it this year, they won't do it next year.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be tougher. They'll get that other dude from Yugoslavia or wherever.
They lost him.
Did they lose him?
Yep.
How'd they do that?
To Italy. He's going to play in Italy next year.
Oh well, that's better for me.
Forget about that. I mean, hey, New York, Orlando, and Charlotte, and Chicago are going to be your 4 toughest teams in the East next year. Orlando, I mean, they got the #1 pick this year. They're going to have the #1 draft pick this year. They'll probably take Chris Webber. Combine that with Shaquille O'Neal, Scotty Skiles, and a host of other good players that they've got on their team. They're looking to challenge. Charlotte with Alonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson, Kendall Gill, Muggsy Bogues, Del Curry. They're looking to challenge next year.
Yeah, but you got to think they got to fit that. Charlotte's got to fit that dude under the salary cap. I think they'll trade him for a couple of vets, older ones. Yeah. They got to think about their salary cap.
Well, every team in the league's got to think about their salary cap.
Yeah, well, he's going to want a lot of money just like Shaquille.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, everybody wants more money, but not everybody can get it. I mean, there's going to be ways around it, though. They can give
the majority of the first pick will get what they want.
Well, look at Jimmy Jackson. They didn't give him what he wanted until almost the end of the season.
Hey, well, he got it though.
Yeah, but he didn't get to play much, did he?
Oh well, hey, if he can't play, he'll still get the money though. He don't need to play.
Well, then what did he get drafted for if he's not going to play? What's the purpose of even putting your name in the, in the draft, eligible for the draft, if when you do get drafted you ask for so much money?
Yeah, but if you're worth it, you can get it. Then why play?
I think they should put a cap on how much rookies can get paid.
I agree. I very much agree. I think they should put a cap on all the sports players.
Yep. I mean, they're all making too much as it is. I mean, guys like Shaquille was making
baseball needs a salary cap as well.
What's Shaq making? About $6 or $7 million a year?
Yeah, 42 million, or maybe even 47 million for 7 years.
Okay.
Jeez.
There should be. Yeah. I mean, they should start. I don't care if you're the first pick or the last pick. If you're a rookie, they should cap it at $1 million for the first year, and then evaluate you on your performance throughout the year, and boost your salary up accordingly.
What's the minimum a rookie can make a year?
There is none. Look at Shaq. I mean, Shaq's making shit.
Minimum,
Shaq's a
not
rookie
maximum.
committed with a $47 million contract.
That's what I'm saying. There is no limit right now. It's whatever the team can afford, and in this case, Orlando can't even afford him. They're $3 million over the salary cap as it is.
But that's not the case every year, though, because a person that I know who attended Phillips University was the first-round draft pick for that school in 1991, and he was only making $600,000 a year. So it depends on your talent and not necessarily the team or that sort of thing.
Okay, that, and it also depends on when you were picked in the draft. I mean, if you're one of the top 11 picks, if you're one of the lottery picks, you're going to make more, obviously. Anything past that, you're probably only going to make around $600,000 a year, only. I say only because I make more than that in auto parts, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, these guys, they go out there, they play their asses off for 10, 13 years, and they're doing a lot of damage to their bodies, They ain't going to be able to do much afterwards.
Sure they will. They'll be sportscasters. Look at Magic Johnson. Look at Quinn
Yeah, well,
Buckner.
Magic Johnson needs to kick back and relax a while.
Well, I agree. Go home, spend time with your kid.
Yeah, enjoy your kid while he's young. You ain't going to be around very long anyway.
Anyway.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you go.
Hey, caller, what do you think about this product?
I like it.
Great.
Hey, I called once before. I just wanted to tell them the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
Bye now. We got about 17 minutes left to go on the show. 397-5886 is the number. We're talking with Debra Oltmanns a little bit about Scalah. It is a new product.
We have a phone call.
We have a phone
again. Go ahead, caller.
You know that girl you just talked to about Michael Jordan?
I can't. We can't hear.
Do you know that girl you just talked to about Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I totally agree with her. I don't think you should say that he sucks on the outside when you don't even know him.
Well, that's fine. I just know his image.
I mean, give me some examples of his image.
I mean, he's a compulsive gambler, whether he wants to admit it or not.
I know, but that's his business. It has nothing to do with basketball or anything.
But if, as he said with his interview with Ahmad the other night, if he were the compulsive gambler and he felt that he did have a problem, his wife would have left him, and there wouldn't be the money left that there is. I feel that if he can afford it, then he should be able to go ahead, and if he wanted to spend that money, then that's his prerogative. It's because the press is taking it out of control, not. And it shouldn't matter to the fans. It's the press's fault, and you can have your opinion if you like him or not.
Well, at least he isn't gambling on basketball.
Yeah.
At least he's not
Like
pulling
Pete Rose did with
he's not
baseball.
pulling a Pete Rose on us, you know.
I like, hey, he's not pulling a Pete Rose.
That's true.
But if he gets to the point where he does start pulling a Pete, then he should get what Pete got.
Yeah, I agree with that too. But I mean.
Did that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
If he pulls a Pete, he should get what Pete got.
Hey Kevin, I saw you at the racquetball club yesterday.
The what?
The racquetball club.
Yeah?
What were you doing?
Swimming.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, that's how I got these allergies from swimming yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So
Let me just say,
we'll be down there now. I'll be down there next weekend too.
Okay, so I.
Caller,
Oh, good. Come
caller,
up
do
and
you
say
like
hi.
the product?
Yeah, I do. My dad is interested in fishing. Where can
Great.
I pick one of those up at?
You can either get one at, they have them at Payless, at River City Sporting Goods, or you can order them direct from the company at 725 McBride Street, or call 397-5254.
Okay, and how much do they
Or
cost?
if you
They're $5.95.
Okay.
or if you can be down here within the next 15 minutes, we've got two of them sitting right here.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's up to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
thank you. Let me clear something up. I don't have anything personal against Michael Jordan. Like I say, I haven't met him. I don't have a personal vendetta against him. It's just my opinion. I don't like him because I feel that he's too cocky on the court. I feel the fact that he
Mark, I can tell you why you don't like Jordan. Because Jordan plays for the Chicago Bulls and not the Portland Trail Blazers.
well, that's
That's a
That
good
is the
statement,
whole
Kevin.
entire
No,
reason.
that's not the whole
You don't
thing. That's
like
part of it.
anybody that
No,
does, you don't
no,
like
that's
anybody
not
that
true.
don't play for the Portland
That's
Trail
not
Blazers.
true. That is not true, Kevin. I like Larry Bird when he played for the Celtics. I like Shaq. I think Shaq plays a heck of a basketball game.
Shaq,
I like
Pepsi drinker.
I like Harold Miner. I like Alonzo Mourning. I like Larry Johnson. It's not just the Blazers. I mean, yeah, I'm a Blazer fan. I'm a Blazer fan. I will admit that. And another reason I don't like Michael Jordan is because he stated in an interview that he's glad that the Portland Trail Blazers did not draft him. He did not want to come to Portland and play. In other words,
Well, does that make him a bad person, though?
Yes.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
it does. We've got
I
a
don't
phone
like
call.
Portland.
Hey,
I don't like working
hey,
there. I
hey.
like working there, but I don't like.
We've got a
going
phone
there.
call, so go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Mark, I was just listening to your show, and with Michael's gambling deal, the problem with it is that, well, look at Kareem. He had to play a full year after he wanted to, just because he had so many debts he had to try to pay off, Look at the message it's sending. I mean, you hear him talking about all the time on football, the NFL, about how all these great players, that were so good for so long are now poverty-struck because, when they were in the dough, they were spending it just like Michael does, gambling and stuff like that in the high life. And, Michael's probably going to be pretty fortunate because he's going to be able to do endorsements forever, and it's probably not going to be hurting. But look at the message it sends out to our youth. Hey, if you're good, you can flash and dash and whatever you want because it don't matter. But all I'm saying is that the NBA should be cracking down on this and making him set an example because he is such a spokesmodel for the NBA.
Yeah, and whether these players want to be role models or not, they must realize that they are, whether they want to be or not. Barkley says, I'm not a role model, I'm not paid to be a role model. I don't care if he's paid to be a role model. I don't care if he thinks he's a role model or not.
But the media makes him a role model.
The media makes him a role model.
Right.
The fact that he plays in the NBA makes him a role model because kids look up to him.
Exactly. Same thing with with Pete. I mean, he was like Mr. Hustle, Charlie Hustle, and he was a big role model for a long time, and so it hit pretty hard, when he got in what he was into, and I think that I agree. Athletes are paid way too much. I mean, problem is that it drives up the price of the game so much you can't even go afford to see a game. And I can't believe, I understand that these guys play for 12 or 13 years, and put a lot of, pressures on their body and stuff, but I just cannot believe the human body, can be worth $47 million in 7 years. I just can't see you putting that much damage in your body where you can't do endorsements or celebrity stuff to make a living,
Well, I'll tell you, for $47 million, I'd get out there and certainly try and bust a backboard.
Right. I mean, at least playing golf tournaments or something,
Hey, even if I had to take a sledgehammer to that backboard, I'd try and break a backboard for $47 million.
That's right. That's right. And I personally, Michael is a good player. I got to give that to him. Although I don't like the Bulls.
Right.
I got to give him. He's a good player.
I'll give him credit. He is.
But
he's in he's in a world by himself.
Right. I agree. When he goes into his own, I mean, you ain't gonna stop him. But all I'm saying is that your ego's got to play a factor in this thing, and so does your human nature. When you got to think, hey, look, there's millions of youth all over America watching what I do. And like I say, the media is partially guilty because they take some of the smallest stories and
blow them out of proportion.
Pop 100 pounds of air into them, and now they're a tragedy type deal, and that's media. But he's also got to know that media does that, and if nothing else, just stay conservative for a while so you set a good example. I mean, that's why they have this stay in school stuff, because they want these guys to go to these schools and tell these kids, well, stay in school. Well, why should they stay in school when they can play basketball for millions of dollars a year and screw off?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a double negative. What are you trying to you're trying to set an example here, but you're not setting a very good example.
Okay, how many, let's put it this way, how many of these NBA players that are in the NBA right now actually finished college before coming out in the draft? A lot of them.
Very few.
Very few.
Only a couple of them, even a couple of them, Mark, after they got into the NBA, bothered to even go back to school, and because most of them only got like a few quarters left.
Yeah, I'll tell you who did. Who's
that?
And they're two Portland Trailblazers, Terry Porter. And Jerome Kersey.
Didn't Wally Walker go back and get his?
I think so.
I think when he was in Seattle, I think he went back and got his after he left Portland. And what I'm saying is that that just there's not enough. I don't know if you call it pressure or incentive, but there's just not a very good example being set right now. And
I tell you, $47 million would be a heck of an incentive for me.
Exactly, Kevin. I don't agree that I can't see that one human being can be possibly worth that kind of incentive. I just don't see it. I mean, the problem is that the NBA lets this happen because they are a governing body. They can tell these guys. They have the authority to actually tell, like, the shoe companies and the clothing lines, hey, this is not going to happen. But the problem is they don't. They let it roll free, and it's just like when Magic found out that he had the AIDS deal. Was it Reebok? Didn't he have a signed deal with Reebok or something?
Yeah.
And they dropped him like a hot potato. I mean, and that was a bad deal. That they should have kind of eased out of that a little bit instead of just dropping him like that. But I mean, it just sets a bad example. It says, if you're not hot, we don't want you, and that's a bad deal for the youth to look into.
Definitely, I agree. I mean, I don't like what a lot of these professional sports are doing. I mean, like you say, it does. It drives up the price of the tickets when they have to pay the players more.
Right. I mean, you almost have to pay, what is it now, $26 for just a nosebleed seat?
Yeah.
And if you want a front row seat, you're looking at an over $100 bill for one seat.
Yep.
And for what? I mean...
for 48 minutes of basketball.
Yeah, and the problem is I used to go to... I don't get to go too much anymore, but I used to get to go to quite a few of them with this gentleman. And the problem is you know, you can pay $100 for this seat, and say you're paying to go see, well, I'll give you, for instance, the Lakers. Okay, it was towards the end of the year, about 4 years ago. Well, maybe 5. Anyhow, and the Lakers knew they were going to be in the playoffs, you know, and so they come into Portland, and we paid like, oh, I don't know, it was like $175 for two, you know, down front good seats. And Kareem didn't. That was the night that Kareem didn't play and Magic didn't play. You know, remember all the press?
That.
Yeah, we were at that
that
game. You know, we felt really cheated that we paid that much money and didn't even get to see them. You know, they sat on the sideline. I mean, to me, the NBA ought to be giving the Trailblazers and Trailblazers, the fans, their money back. You know, I mean, if you're going to pay that much money, you ought to get to see what you're paying for. So, I don't know, but I think, you know, guys like Dan Marley set a good example towards the NBA is what hard work and ethics will get you.
Definitely.
Caller, what do you think about our product?
I like it.
How many are you going to order from us?
You're a heck of a salesperson.
Well, I'm going to try.
She's a sales rep for...
I'm a sales rep, but I graduated with my degree in marketing. What do you expect from me?
Checks in the mail.
Okay.
Checks in the mail, all right.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
What's the three biggest lies in the world? We guarantee it's the checks and mail, and I can't say the last one.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Actually, you know the 3 biggest cowboy lies?
What?
They're not dirty, so I can say them. The first one is, I've had this hat all my life. The second one is, I've owned the truck since it was brand new. Should I say the third one?
Go ahead.
Probably not.
Okay. And the third one is, I swear I was just helping the goat over the fence.
Oh my.
And we have a phone call?
Mark!
We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's that product?
It's called Scalah. It's a fish scaler.
A fish scaler?
Yes, it sure is.
Oh, alright.
It was designed and patented by my grandfather, Harold Rushing, who was a longtime businessman in St. Helens. And you can buy it either direct from the company or through Payless or River City Sporting Goods here in St. Helens.
Alright. Hey, Mark, I think you gotta be quite the jerk to be calling people names and stuff and on TV and all.
Well, I'll tell you, I haven't...
Because Michael Jordan is a really good guy. I was reading a story about him, and after games and stuff, I guess he meets kids out on the block behind the parking lot. These one kids that dropped out of school, but then he got back into school and stuff. So he's got kids in his school when he sees them on loader, so he's not a total bad job.
Okay, well, okay, I'll give him that. Fine, he works with kids.
And who cares if he gambles? He's probably just for fun anyway. A lot of people
that's
go
fine,
down
but what
for
kind of
fun. It wouldn't be anything if anybody didn't just go down there for fun.
Okay.
They gamble.
That's fine, but what kind of example is he setting by going out and blowing $1 million on a golf game and losing and gambling, you know, just gambling his money away? What kind of example is he setting for the youth?
Well, if he has the money, let him spend it.
Well, that's fine, but you know there are other things you can spend your money on.
Right. If Michael Jordan wants to be the role model, he shouldn't promote gambling to young kids.
That's right. If he wants to be a good role model, that $1 million could be well spent building housing projects, feeding the hungry. If he wants to be a true role model for the youth of America, let's start feeding some hungry Americans and housing some people that don't have housing.
Well, you can't just say that about athletes, though, because look at Ross Perot. I don't think he helps feed people. And look at, like, Donald Trump. He doesn't help feed people. A lot of millionaires, it's just not athletes. Just not Michael Jordan, it's not helping people.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of rich people
the rich need to help the people that are not rich, like me.
Hey, you got that
if he wants to spend his money on gambling, you know, at least he could do is give it to the poor. Give it, you know, to people who really need it, like the disabled Americans or disadvantaged children. Or
that's right, because that's a gamble that always.
That's a gamble that always works.
That's right.
You always win with that kind of gamble.
Yep.
And that's just like these things here. You know, these here are made partly by disabled Americans out of Riverside Industries. You know, that $1 million could go to promote that business. Could go to help that business.
That's right.
That's a true statement. Thank you for bringing that up, Kevin. It's real important for